Most restaurants aren't struggling because of bad food or bad service. They're struggling because they're invisible online, and they don't even realize it. You think your biggest problem is staffing, inflation, or foot traffic. No, it's that your customers can't even find you. When someone's hungry, they don't walk around the block, they go straight to Google, they open Instagram, they ask TikTok. And if you're not showing up there, you don't exist. You're not losing to the guy down the street. You're losing to the restaurant that figured out how to run a 7-second TikTok ad that makes people drool. The one with influencers lining up for collabs, and the one that owns page 1 of Google every time someone types best restaurant near me. The one that makes people book a table while they're still in the Uber and they don't even have better food than you. They just know how to be seen. You could have the best ramen in the city, but if your Instagram's outdated, your website's clunky, and you're too scared to run ads, you're bleeding money every single day. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why 90% of hospitality businesses stay invisible online and how to fix it in 7 days with 3 power moves. Because in 2025, attention is currency, and invisibility is the most expensive thing in your business. So let's talk about the real problem. You're not just running bad food, you're not running a bad venue, you're just running outdated strategy, or worse, no strategy at all. And it looks like this. You've got no ad budget because you think ads are risky, you're not on TikTok because it feels cringe, you post photos of food with no call to action, no story, no urgency, and your website looks like it was built on a Nokia in 2010. You're not collecting data, not retargeting visitors, not tracking results. You think posting once a week on Instagram is a marketing strategy, and let's be real for a second. You're scared to spend money on marketing, but you're burning thousands every week with empty tables. You're not doing influencer collabs, not building community, and not creating any urgency in your offers. And when someone finally lands on your page or your website, they don't even know where to book. That's not marketing, that's not growth, that's survival mode. And survival mode has an expiry date. Because in 2025, just having good food is the bare minimum. If your offers aren't sharp, your content isn't craveable, and your brand doesn't feel alive, you're invisible. And the most dangerous part, most restaurant owners don't even realize this is happening. They think it's just a slow month. But what it really is death by digital silence. The 6 visibility mistakes that are killing your restaurant. Mistake number 1, relying on word of mouth as your primary growth strategy. Let's start with the sacred cow. We don't do much marketing, we grow through the word of mouth. Here's the thing. Word of mouth is not a growth strategy, it's a side effect of an already visible brand. In today's market, word of mouth happens after someone sees you on Instagram, finds you on Google, or hears about you from a food creator they trust. Relying on word of mouth means you're putting the future of your business in the hands of strangers who may or may not talk about you. Let's break this down. You have no control over how fast or how often it happens. You can't scale it. You can't track it. You can't influence who hears what or when. It's like trying to fill a dam with rainfall when you could just turn on a tap. We had a client doing about $45K a month for 4 years straight, purely off reputation. But the moment we introduced paid acquisition, Google rankings, meta ads, real visibility, within 60 days, that same venue hit $75K a month with the same food, the same staff, the same location. The only difference is we turned on the tap. Here's mistake number 2. Treating TikTok and Instagram like side tasks instead of sales channels. We're not really on TikTok, our crowd doesn't use it, we don't have time for social media, we're focused on operations. Cool, and guess what? The venues that are beating you are using TikTok. And while you're saying you're too busy, they're racking up 50,000 views with 10-second videos filmed on an iPhone. TikTok and Instagram aren't nice to haves. They're attention engines. They're free branding at scale. They're your new customer's first impression. And I'm not talking about the random pretty pictures. I'm talking crave-inducing food content that makes someone feel hunger through the screen. Fast-paced videos with captions like tag someone who hasn't tried this yet, staff content, behind-the-scenes grit, and trending audio that makes your venue feel alive. And here's the reality. The vibe of your brand doesn't live on your menu. It lives on your feed. If your last Instagram post was a flyer for a special in 2023 or your TikTok doesn't even exist, you're not even in the conversation. You're not being compared to your competition, you're just being ignored. Here's mistake number 3. Your offers are boring, generic, and have zero urgency. Let's say someone finds you online, they land on your page, what now? What's the reason they should visit today and not sometime soon? 99% of restaurant owners rely on static menus and boring offers like $15 lunch special available Monday to Friday. Cool. So it's literally every other place in town. Let me be crystal clear. People don't buy food, they buy stories. They buy urgency, they buy what's positioned as special. Here's what a high converting offer, as an example, actually looks like. 24-hour taco drop, only 100 servings, book via DM. Or new dessert collab with a local influencer, only this weekend. You're not selling a dish, you're selling a reason to act now. And when we installed this into a client campaign, we generated $8,600 in a new weekly revenue just from urgency-based messaging. If your offers are always available, you're invisible. Scarcity sells. Exclusivity converts. Period. Mistake number 4. Your website is a roadblock, not a funnel. Let me just say it. Most restaurant websites are costing venues tens of thousands in lost bookings. You've got slow load speeds, a reservation button hidden in the footer, menus as PDFs that don't open on mobile, no tracking pixels, no retargeting, no integration with online orders, and then you wonder why your traffic isn't converting. Your website should act like a 24/7 salesperson, not an online brochure. Here's what we build into every high-performing restaurant website. A book now button that follows you as you scroll, real-time availability and instant reservation confirmation, embedded videos and reviews as social proof, order links, pickup options, and call to action every 3 scrolls, and a fully mobile optimized UX with a 2-second load time. Why does this matter? Because if your ideal customer finds you, clicks through, and hits friction, you've already lost them. The modern diner has 3 seconds of patience. Your job, eliminate resistance. One of our clients literally said, we didn't even change our menu, we just made it easier to book, and our numbers jumped overnight. Mistake number 5, you're not tracking anything, so you're scaling blind. This is the most dangerous mistake of them all. You spend money on marketing, but you don't know what's working. You don't know how much a new customer costs you, which ad, post, or platform actually drove that booking, and how many people came back, what your real ROI is. So you keep doing the same thing. Post, pray, repeat, run ads, boost post, hope for the best. That's not marketing, that's gambling. And here's what we do instead. We install tracking across your entire funnel, retargeting audiences from people who visited your site but didn't book. We track return rates, offer redemptions, click-through rates, cost per action, lifetime value. We follow up with customers automatically to bring them back after 7, 14, or 21 days. That's not overkill, that's the bare minimum if you want to scale with confidence. Because if you don't track, you can't optimize. And if you can't optimize, you'll keep burning money on tactics that feel good but do nothing. And these 5 mistakes, they're not obvious. They creep up on you slowly. They convince you that your industry is hard, your location is slow, or the economy is the problem, but really, you're just invisible. And invisibility is a choice. Mistake 6, ignoring foodie creators and influencers when they're your shortcut to trust and traffic. Here's what most hospitality owners still don't get. In 2025, influencer content isn't fluff. It's fuel. But if you're scared to collaborate, you think it's awkward, or you think they just want free food, or worse, you think it won't work for your venue. Let me show you what actually happens when it's done right. One of our clients, a mid-sized Asian venue, was doing decent numbers, but we knew they had a hero dish and a killer story that people would eat up online. So what did we do? We partnered them with a local foodie creator, nothing crazy, just someone with real audience and trust. And that creator made a TikTok-style video, raw, fast, high energy, emotional reactions, food shots, call to action at the end, and the result, 100,000 plus organic views. Customers came asking for the exact dish they saw in the video, 30,000 in extra revenue in 3 weeks, and when we repurposed that video into a paid ad, it generated an additional $35,000 a month in new bookings. All from one creator. One well-timed post, one piece of content with emotion, personality, and reach. Now, imagine what happens when you build a system for this. Consistent creators, repeatable stories, and visibility that compounds. Influencer partnerships aren't about chasing clout. They're about buying trust at scale. These creators already have the attention of the people you want in your venue. You can either join the conversation or sit quietly on the sidelines while someone else steals the spotlight. So let me ask you this. How many new customers could you have if the right foodie creator posted about your signature dish tonight? And that's not just marketing idea. That's a 6-figure pipeline, and most of you are ignoring it. So if you're relying on word of mouth, posting without strategy, running zero urgency, and hiding behind a dead website, refusing to track anything, ignoring influencers, then no, it's not the economy. It's not your location, it's not just a quiet week. It's visibility or the lack of it. And that's the only thing standing between you and being fully booked. Component 3, the fix. 5 visibility levers to go from invisible to fully booked. So now that we've exposed the 6 mistakes keeping you invisible, let's talk about the fix. These are the 5 visibility levers we install inside every restaurant that wants to stop guessing and start scaling. And if you get these right, you don't need a celebrity chef, you don't need a bigger kitchen, you just need to be seen by the right people at the right time with the right offer. Number 1 would be crave-worthy content, because people feast with their eyes first. Content isn't just about looking good. It's about making people feel hungry before they've even tasted your food. People scroll 300 feet of content a day, and your job is to make them stop. Here's what works. Steam rising from a fresh plate, slow motion cheese pulls, a bartender setting a drink on fire, customers reacting with real expressions, or team members plating up with energy. We don't create posts, we create cravings, and this kind of content builds emotional desire. It plants a seed in the mind, we have to try this. And guess what? When that craving hits, they don't go searching, they go straight to you. Channel of sales, Google and Facebook ads that actually work. Now, this is where visibility comes predictable. Most restaurant owners boost posts and call that advertising. That's not strategy, that's literally setting money on fire. We run structured, tested campaigns through Meta ads, Facebook and Instagram, Google ads, search plus maps, or even YouTube, with real targeting, local radius audiences, food intent keywords such as best sushi near me, or mobile only promos during peak hunger hours. And creative that stops the scroll using the very content we talked about in lever 1. Ads should never feel like ads. They should feel like content so good it deserves to be paid for. We've had clients go from 3 to 5 bookings a day to fully booked Friday nights just by running one high converting ad with a clear CTA. Ads aren't optional anymore. They're the difference between hoping for foot traffic and engineering it. Number 4 is SMS and email retargeting, because it's actually cheaper to get them back than find someone new. See, most venues focus only on getting new people through the door, but the gold, it's in the people who've already dined with you once. Why chase strangers when you've already got 1,000 past customers, 300 plus people who clicked your ad, 120 who booked but didn't show, dozens who visited your site but didn't order? That's a gold mine. If you know how to follow up. Our system turns those people into returning guests with automated SMS flows such as, "We miss you, book by tonight and get a secret bonus." Email offers, new menu preview, early access just for our insiders. And you can have re-engagement campaigns 3 weeks since your last visit. Let's fix that. One campaign brought in 4,800 in repeat bookings with a single SMS blast. And if you're not building a retention system, you're paying for traffic and then letting it walk out the door forever. Number 5 is influencers and foodie creators. The last lever. It's one of the most underutilized tools in hospitality. Influencers, foodie creators, bloggers, vloggers, not the fake ones with 1 million followers in Bali. I'm talking about local creators who people trust when deciding where to eat this weekend. We ran a single collab for one of our clients, one video, one creator, 100,000 plus organic views, $30,000 in added revenue in 3 weeks. And then we turned it into a paid ad, and that added another $35,000 a month. Why does it work? Because when someone they follow says, "This place is unreal," they believe it. Influencers collapse trust barriers. They speed up decisions, they make your venue look booked, busy, and worth talking about. And when they're combined with your paid ads, content, and offers, that's visibility on steroids. If you want to stop guessing and start growing, stack these 5 levers: crave-worthy content, no-brainer offers, sales channels that convert, retargeting that brings people back, and creators that build instant trust. That's how you go from invisible to undeniable. Lever number 2, no-brainer offers that are still profitable but also irresistible. Let's get real. If someone walks past 3 venues on the street, why should they walk into yours? In 2025, great food isn't a differentiator, it's a requirement. What moves the needle is the offer. It's the reason someone chooses you today, right now, on impulse. And here's the hard truth. Most restaurants are running offers that are bland, predictable, margin killers, and worst of all, forgettable. $15 lunch specials don't create urgency. Happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. doesn't build FOMO, and 10% off seniors won't make someone book a table tonight. What actually works are what we call high perceived value, urgency-driven, profitable promotions. These are time-bound, it forces actions, emotionally charged, makes it feel like an experience, unique or exclusive so they can't get it elsewhere, and still profitable because this isn't Groupon 2011. Here are 6 real-world no-brainers offer formats you can plug in immediately. Number 1 would be Flash Drop, one night only. Bottomless tacos plus spicy margarita pairing, $39 a head, limited to 24 spots. Why it works? It creates scarcity, it sounds premium, it's easy to control portions, keeping your costs tight. Number 2 would be the social unlock. Post this reel to your story, show your phone at the bar, and your first drink's on us. Why does it work? Well, it gamifies engagement, it drives organic traffic, and it turns your customers into micro-influencers. Number 3 would be the mystery incentive. DM us the word secret on Instagram and we'll send you something only our VIPs know about. So why it works, it builds curiosity, it opens DMs for retargeting, segments hot leads without needing a coupon code, and number 4 would be the limited time off menu dish. Our chef's underground Wagyu bao only drops Fridays at 6 p.m. Only 20 made, first come, first served. This works because of the FOMO overload. It encourages immediate action and positions your venue as exclusive and experimental. Number 6 would be the creator collab. TikTok collab special, order the @username of the influencer, burger collab, and get 20% off your second drink. Just show the receipt. So why does this work? Works because it leverages influencer traffic, it promotes upsell, and it feels trendy and relevant. Number 7 would be the birthday bait. Show us it's your birthday this week and your dessert's on the house, and your next visit comes with a $20 credit. Why it works? It triggers the same week visits, guarantees a second return, and uses a special occasion psychology. And here's the key. You don't need cheap offers. You need irresistible value wrapped in a story that feels like it expires if they don't act now. We helped one client run a 24-hour smoked meat drop, only 30 platters, no pre-order, pickup only, all hyped on stories plus ads, and they sold out in 3 hours. That campaign alone generated over 11,500 in same-day sales and 3 corporate catering deals that came from the buzz. So ask yourself, what's your hero dish? What's your angle of exclusivity? And what reason are you giving someone to come in tonight, not next week? Because your menu doesn't sell, your offer does. Lever number 3 would be the channels of sales or ads that actually drive bookings, not just likes. You see, visibility without structure equals vanity. I see this all the time. Restaurant owners boost a random post, spend $50 and call it advertising. That's not advertising, that's lighting money on fire and hoping a customer walks through the smoke. Here's the truth. Ads don't amplify your reach. They engineer revenue. If and only if you know how to use the right platforms, the right targeting, and the right content. So let's break down your 3 most powerful paid sales channels. Number 1 would be Meta ads. Facebook and Instagram, they're best for local targeting, promotions, events, UGC style content that looks native to the feed. And why does it work on Meta? Everyone's on it. You can actually target by postcode, radius, suburb, or even competitors. Perfect for scroll stopping food visuals, stories, reels, carousels, and DM to book funnels. Best campaigns for hospitality. Reach plus awareness. Show mouth-watering content to 30,000 people in a 5-kilometer radius. After that, you can run straight into engagement or DMs, run an ad that says DM to book to get a VIP menu preview. Then you can go into the leads or conversion. You can send people straight to a tracked mobile optimized booking page. And from there, you can retarget it which is basically like show ads to people who viewed your site or engaged with your page in the last 30 days. You can hit them with like still thinking about it, book now, only 4 tables left tonight. One campaign that we ran generated over 120 pre-bookings in 48 hours for a new tasting menu. The ad spend was $280 and the revenue was $4,920. Number 2 platform is Google Ads. It's best for capturing buying intent, near me searches, last minute bookings, or function inquiries. Think about it, when someone types best Japanese restaurant, insert city or suburb, they're not browsing, they're hungry, they're ready to act. And why Google works is that you intercept the demand as it happens. You can dominate both search and maps with smart bidding. You control the top 3 results, which get 70% of the clicks. Branded search. Make sure you own your name before someone else does. Number 2 would be local based search. Target keywords combos like rooftop bar Paddington or group dinner Manly. Function campaigns, high margin, high intent. Target 40th birthday venue Surrey Hills as an example. And then you can also use YouTube ads. You can use a 10-second food hype reels or influencer clips as skippable ads before local content. We helped one client target best pub for group dinner in a specific area within 3 weeks. Their venue was receiving 8 to 12 new function inquiries per week and they hadn't changed anything in the store. It was pure digital discovery. Lastly, retargeting. This is pretty much money left on the table. Most venues don't even have pixels installed. So that if you get 1,000 people who visit their website each month and you don't have retargeting, they're gone forever. And here's the move. You can actually retarget people who viewed your menu but didn't book. You can retarget Instagram engagers with an exclusive time-sensitive offer, or you can retarget site visitors with only 3 spots left for Friday. Book now. This style of urgency can be utilized to actually get the conversions that you're after. Now, we've had retargeting campaigns convert at under $2 per booking. Why? Because those people are already interested. We're just following up. This is the bonus stack. If you combine paid ads, organic, plus influencers, the magic is when you don't rely on just one channel. And here's a real campaign stack we've used. TikTok creator posts a viral review. This is free organic buzz. We then turn that video into a paid meta ad. Then we target the people who saw it with a retargeting offer 72 hours later. We send a follow-up SMS blast to past customers saying, "Seen us on TikTok, your table's waiting." That campaign generated over 65K in 30 days, all from one piece of content. Visibility, proof, offer, conversion. If you're not running structured ads with clear tracking, split tested creatives, and urgency-based offers, you're not advertising. You're just hoping. Ads are no longer optional. They're your most controllable, scalable, and trackable sales channel. Lever number 4 is retargeting with SMS and email that just feels personal. See, getting someone through the door once, that's a win. But what turns restaurants into machines is bringing those same people back over and over again. And here's the unlock. Not with generic "we miss you" blast, but with a personalized behavior-based messages that feel like they're written just for them. Because when a guest feels like you remembered them, they respond. Number 1, personalized SMS. Not just their name, their behavior, forget mass messages. These are data-driven, trigger-based, and context-aware. As an example, 7-day non-return after booking, you can trigger it that they dined once, hasn't come back in a week, and the SMS could go something like this. "Hey Sarah, your table last week was one of our favorites. Chef Marco asked if you ever tried tiramisu, come back this Friday, desserts on us. Just reply yes and we'll lock you in." This feels like a one-on-one message. It uses the name, date, contacts, staff members. It offers something memorable without discounting. Example 2, menu-specific follow-up. The trigger could be they clicked the meta ad about a new steak night but didn't book. SMS could be, "Hey Luke, our ribeye night you clicked on is nearly sold out. Only 3 tables left for this Friday. If you want one, text steak now." Triggered from what they are interested in, it creates scarcity and urgency, direct CTA in their language. Obviously, you would have to have their information. They could be a past customer for that particular retargeting SMS. Example 3 would be reactivation with a reason. This person's already a past customer. They haven't visited in 45 days. So no visit in 45 days. And here's an example SMS. It's been a minute. The chef just added a new laksa. We think you'd love it. Come in this weekend and show this message to try it first before it drops. This one is specific, time sensitive, and makes the customer feel seen. Now let's get into the personalized email sequences. The best hospitality emails don't feel like newsletters. They feel like conversations. They reference dishes that they've ordered, events they attended, or moments they missed, and speak directly to them. Here's a welcome flow. This is a post-booking. The subject would be, did you try the bao buns? Be honest. Hey Josh, it was awesome having you at venue name last Friday. A lot of people miss it, but the crowd favorite lately has been our honey sriracha bao. If you didn't try it, we're giving away a free serving this week for our return guests only. Just mention this email when you book. You in? Venue team talks like a person, refers to their visit, creates desire for a next experience. Here's another really underrated one, which is a birthday month. The subject could be, your birthday month just got sweeter. Hey Mia, word in the street, it's your birthday month. If you haven't locked in plans yet, we've got you. Book for 4+ this week and your dessert platter is free. Chef's even working on a surprise off-menu cocktail for anyone booking this weekend only. Claim your VIP slot here and then you insert the booking link. Let's make it loud. Venue name. So this one is a birthday specific. It's got personalized reward and a reason to bring a group on its own. So that's the upselling side of things. Next example that we have is a segmented flash offer or for high spend guests. Subject would be, our VIP tasting table opens this weekend, 4 seats max. Hey Alex, you've always had incredible taste, so we wanted to offer this to you first. We're doing a no menu, chef-led tasting experience, only 4 seats. Would you like first dibs before it goes public? Hit reply, we'll hold a spot if you're in. This is tailored to high spend customers. It leverages exclusivity and it doesn't feel like an ad. Number 3 would be retargeting strategy. Flow, full loop data capture, bookings, QR codes, Wi-Fi logins, competitions, ordering platforms, and segmentation. So when you do segmentations, you want to segment the first timers versus return guests, high spenders versus low spenders, and offer clickers versus non-bookers. You have to have a trigger, personalized message, send based on what they did or didn't do. Result would be the rebookings on autopilot. That's when you're figuring out what angle you should take for a reactivation. So we ran a reactivation SMS flow for a venue where customers hadn't returned in 60+ days. The result, 3,200 in new bookings in under 48 hours, all from one flow that felt like a real conversation. You're doing all this, don't automate marketing, automate relationships. When your follow-up feels handwritten, people respond. Your customers aren't ignoring you, they've just forgotten. So your job is to remind them in a way that feels like you never stopped caring and not just a random email newsletter. Lever 5 is the influencer and foodie creator strategy, creating trust on demand. Let's get one thing straight. Foodie creators are not just for clout. When done right, they are the fastest trust hack in hospitality. You can build all the SEO, run all the ads, craft the best offer, but if someone they follow tells them where to eat, it's game over. That's where they're going. Here's why this works so damn well. Influencers have built micro communities of real local followers who trust their taste and take action. And when that person posts your venue, their followers don't say, "That's a nice ad." They say, "We should go here this weekend." And here's what most venues do wrong. They invite creators in a free meal without any strategy. They don't guide the content direction. They never repurpose the footage, and they don't pixel their audience for retargeting. And they expect results from just one story post and nothing else. That's not marketing, that's wishful thinking. The strategy that we use at Served is that we had a client, solid food, great concept, but no buzz. We lined up one single foodie creator to come in, experience the venue, and post a TikTok review style video. One creator, one video, result was over 100,000 in organic views, 30,000 in tracked revenue within the first 3 weeks, and we weren't done. We then turned that exact video into a Facebook and Instagram ad, targeting everyone in a 10 to 15 kilometer radius, and the result was the CPA drop, which is cost per acquisition, the ROAS exploded, return on ad spend. Within 30 to 60 days, that single campaign helped the venue pull in an extra $35,000 in added revenue. One creator, one story, systemized content, distribution, and then conversion. And here's how you build this as a lever, not just as a one-time post. Number 1 is identifying creators with local authority. Don't chase follower count, look for real engagement from people in your city or region. 5,000 hyper-engaged followers in your area is a lot better than 50,000 ghosts. Make it a content partnership and not just a free meal. Tell the story you want them to highlight. Focus on reactions, signature dishes, behind the scenes access, and let them create their way, but frame the story. You can also repurpose the hell out of it. Use the video as organic content on your own feed or as a meta ad and the copy that should say, "Seen this on TikTok, book your table before it's gone." You can have it as a real pin to your page, or you can also have it as an email blast. The viral dish that sold in 3 hours, now back, as an example. Right, now you can also have it as a follow-up SMS to your list. Miss this viral drop, you've got 24 hours left. And number 4 is you can build an influencer rotation system. So you can have one new creator per month, compounding content, retargeting lists that keeps growing, brand buzz that never dies down. One influencer post is nice, 12 in 12 months, that's unstoppable momentum. And I would also recommend even 2 to 3 a month. Influencer collapse resistance. They bring people from awareness to action in 30 seconds. Your food might be 10 times better than your competition, but if your competitor has 3 foodie creators talking about them, they win every time. And if you're worried about the cost, think about this. You'll spend $600 on a photographer, but you won't compensate a $120 meal plus $200 fee in exchange for viral reach, trust, content, and conversions from a creator with tens and thousands of following in your local area. That's not frugal, that's short-sighted. In 2025, people don't trust ads, they trust people. And the moment the right person tells their audience you're worth visiting, they will. Now, if all of this has felt tactical, clear, and different from the stuff you usually hear, that's because we actually do this every single day across restaurants and bars and hospitality groups all over Australia and beyond. We've helped venues go from 47K a month to over 60K a month in 60 days, 400K in function inquiries in the last 90 days for a particular client, and we doubled revenue in under 4 months. We've created waitlists for venues that used to be dead on weekdays, and we don't sell theory. We build the strategy, we launch the ads, we run your CRM, we handle the creative, we track the ROI, and we own the outcome. Well, I just walk you through the 5 visibility levers. That's the exact system we install inside client campaigns. Not fluff, not social media management, real strategy, real growth. It's why we don't get stuck running monthly content calendars, because we're too busy building 6-figure marketing engines for venues that want scale. And look, I know not everyone's ready to book in a call. Some of you want to study, think, prepare. That's why we created this. A free resource that breaks down everything we just covered in even more detail. We put together a full breakdown of the systems we install inside client campaigns, everything from content strategy, offer psychology, ad setup, retargeting flows, and influencer systems and more. It's called Fortune Profits Guide, the 5 revenue levers to scale your hospitality business without guesswork. And it's 100% free. No fluff, no theory, just proven levers we use to get real results. And if you want the tactical roadmap to fix your visibility and start scaling your revenue, hit the link in the description and grab your copy now. If you've made it this far in the video, you're already miles ahead of most venue owners who are still trying to figure out social media. This guide will help you stop guessing and start growing. And let me be brutally honest, if you've made it this far and you still don't do anything about this, nothing changes, not your bookings, not your revenue, not your stress. Nothing. You'll keep blaming the economy, you'll keep running the same $15 lunch special, you'll keep posting the same boring photos, and you'll keep watching that other venue, the one with average food but better marketing, steal your customers. And here's what most hospitality owners never admit. They say marketing is expensive, but they waste more money every month on empty tables, missed bookings, and dead nights than they'd ever spend on fixing the real problem. Scared money doesn't make money, and no, doing nothing isn't playing safe. It's gambling with the survival of your business. The restaurants that win in 2025, they're not necessarily the best. They're the ones that take action faster, test more, and actually learn how to get seen. You're not stuck because your food isn't good enough. You're stuck because you're invisible and you chose to stay that way. So here's the line in the sand. Either keep running the same way and watch the revenue dip month after month, or take a step towards becoming undeniable. So here's your next step. If you're serious about scaling, Download our free guide, Fortune Profits, the 5 revenue levers to scale your hospitality brand. Links in the description again. We break it down all no fluff. Then you can follow us on Instagram, Serve Marketing, with weekly insights, wins, and real client results. And if you're ready to turn your venue into a fully booked weapon, book a free strategy call with our team at servedmarketing.com.au.